This is Subnautica, and I absolutely love this game. This is so much fun, and I'm so excited to share it on my channel. It's a survival game where your spaceship crashes on an alien world that's primarily ocean, and it's just you and your escape pod, and you have got to survive. And when I play this, it's very likely that I'll lose track of time and start out playing this around morning, lunchtime, and next thing I know the sun's going down. So I was really in the mood to get back in and do some playing. And I thought, why not record it? And while I'm playing it, kind of talk my way through it just in case. Let's say you've been thinking about playing this, you haven't played it, or you've given it a try, and you've got some questions or some things have happened that you weren't quite ready for. So I want to kind of offer uh, some tips and some strategies. Or if you're just wanting to watch and sit back and enjoy, then yeah, I'm glad to have you. But yeah, let's get started with at least the beginning steps of Subnautica, and then we can discuss. You can let me know if you want to turn this into an ongoing series, but I'm really excited about getting back into playing this. If you are wanting to play, before we get started, let's go to options. I want to go to accessibility. This may not make sense right now, but PDA pause. I want to go ahead. I want you to click that. And then let's go to play. Now you've got some options. When we start a new game, you really the primary gameplay is survival, wherein we have to deal with hunger, thirst. We can be hurt, we can be killed, things of that nature. Freedom is survival, but without hunger or thirst. Hardcore, you only have one life. Creative, you don't have to worry about oxygen, food, pressure, death. Just to me, if you're gonna play Subnautica, um, the survival mode makes the most sense. So that's what I want to do. Let's get started with survival. Let's play a new game. The opening scene is of our ship crashing and us escaping in the escape pod.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
I think we got knocked out. Pretty sure we got knocked out, and we're waking up to a fire in our escape pod. Get this fire put out. All right, PDA time.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
All right, so I'm going to close the PDA just to get rid of this notification, and then we'll bring it back up. All right. Now, the PDA, when I have the PDA up like this, the game is paused. So that's the reason why I clicked the PDA pause. It's a good way of just kind of making sure that the game, especially if you're new, is kind of going at a pace that that works a little bit better for you, because if you're spending a lot of time trying to figure out this PDA or figure something else out, your health, your hunger, your thirst may still be going down. So we've got our inventory. The only thing that I have in inventory is the fire extinguisher. As far as what I'm equipped with, I'm not equipped with anything other than what I'm already wearing. We've got blueprints. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. The beacon manager, photo manager, the voice log, data bank. Let's come back to our inventory. Down here, I am on mouse and keyboard, so if I scroll, I can scroll through things that are in my possession that I can potentially hold. Lower left, O2, my oxygen level. To the left of it, my health. Just below that, my hunger and my thirst. My escape pod is in pretty bad shape. Damaged secondary system. I need to use the repair tool, but I don't have that. Solar power cells, 1 of 3 are online, so this escape pod is solar powered. Over here, everything is failed except for the integrity of the hull, which is good. So that's one good thing. So this is my fabricator. This is what I use to make things with. I can make resources, food, things for my personal use, my body, my deployables. This is my medical kit fabricator. Let's go ahead and grab it. All right, let's get the PDA. Now, in addition to the fire extinguisher, there's the first aid kit. It will continuously create medical kits. It's 1%, 2% complete with another medical kit. Damaged radio, use repair tool. We don't have a repair tool, but we'll get around to that soon. Storage container. In the storage container, I have 2 flares. I have 2 things of water, 2 nutrient blocks. I'm going to go ahead and put the fire extinguisher in storage. That way I'm not always carrying it. At the top, it shows power level 75 of 75, and we're at 0 meters because we're on top of the water. Let's get a lay of the land. What's going on out here?
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
In other words, we're in trouble. That's our ship that crashed. We got out in this escape pod. Luckily, the escape pod, the hull is in good shape and it's solar powered, but we've got to fix it. Let's get back. All right, so let's kind of talk about what we need to do. We definitely need to worry about hunger. That's critical. We've got to take care of our hunger. Of course, we've got to take care of our thirst. We're not extremely thirsty, but that's important. And then we've got to fix this ship, our escape pod. There are some things that we have to do. In my opinion, what I need several things. I need a better way of holding my breath underwater. I'm going to need fins. I'm going to need a scanner, repair tool, of course, flashlight, a survival knife. Survival knife, I need silicone rubber, titanium, flashlight, battery, glass. I need silicone rubber, cave sulfur, titanium for the repair tool, battery, titanium for the scanner, titanium for the O2 tank, silicone rubber. I come up here, titanium. I can get that from metal salvage. I can get the silicone rubber from creepvine, glass from quartz, the battery, acid mushroom, and copper ore. But let's take care of this primary need. Let's first get, as you can see, I've got on flippers, but they're not the best. Let's take care of this primary need. of food, water. Let's explore. All right. Here's our life pod. There is a peeper. They go kind of fast. Got it. Let's get a breath of air. I'm going to scroll. That way we're not always looking at the peeper. Get another one, maybe. Got it. Let's head back up. While we head up, maybe we can grab another peeper. Oh, look at that. Let's go ahead and grab that, even though we're looking more for food, but that's... There's a boomerang. Let's get some air. It's a peeper. They're the faster of the three. Good. Let's get some air. All right, let's look at our ship. You see that blue outline? That's the beacon. It's kind of hard to see. Let's go back to the PDA. Beacon manager. Let's switch the color to that. Now, see how much better and easier it is to see the ship. Scrolling. Sometimes the simulation will give you more fish than others. I'm not getting a ton. Oh, look.
Oxygen.
While we head up, let's grab that.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Okay, we've got peeper, boomerang. There's another bladderfish. Let's get this peeper. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of fish. That's fine. We got some. See how easier it is to see the escape pod? Seconds of air. I always have to try to remind myself to look. Just missed it.
Oxygen.
Grab one more. Got it. Let's head in. All right, now let's take a look at our inventory. So we've got metal salvage, we've got some peepers, we got one boomerang, two bladderfish. Let's go over to the fabricator. And now you'll see instead of all of these being grayed out, some of them are not. Let's start with, let's take the bladderfish, and they can be turned into water. Now let's go to cooked food. Let's cook a peeper.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Let's cook another peeper. Now, what I want to do is when you cook food, it will go bad. Food that you've not cooked, fish that we've not cooked, will not go bad. So I want to put these peepers in this one boomerang in storage. Let's go ahead, since we have it, let's take the metal fabric or the metal material. Let's make some titanium. Great. All right, now let's take care of the most pressing need. Let's eat. The cooked peeper, plus 32 food, plus 5 water. However, you can eat food raw, as you'll see the peeper, if we were to eat it without cooking it, plus 12 food and negative in water. That's why it's important that you want to cook the food. You get more out of it. So let's eat. Eat this one. That nearly took care of our food. Let's go ahead and drink. We are now nearly at 100 for both food and water. The voice log. So all of these messages that we've gotten are in the log. Wonderful. Now, like I said, we've got things that we need to do. We've taken care of our food, but there are some things that I want. I feel like these 6 items, the knife, the flashlight, the repair tool, especially the repair tool, the scanner, the fins, and the O2 tank are really important. We've already gotten some titanium, but let's get more stuff. The sun is starting to go down. Now let's get some of these. That'll help us with our battery. Let's take a look at the graphics. This is a beautiful, beautiful game. I'm wasting time. This is not productive, but this is beautiful. The first night, what I like to try to do is I like to try to get more food. The peepers, their eyes light up brighter at night, and especially the bladderfish. Bladderfish, see this? How easier it is to see them at night. There's a boomerang.
Oxygen.
Let's get some air. But I don't want this first night to go to waste. We are in relatively safe, shallow water. There's a couple of things that can do us harm. I'll point those out. When a peeper turns directly towards or away from you, sometimes hard, it disappears. Ah, got it. Bladder. Let's get that bladder. Those are important. Not as many boomerang. Oh, limestone. Let's go ahead and let's grab some limestone. Let's get some air. I have been known to forget to go up and get air, and that's so frustrating to lose a life. Got a peeper. Air. See this brain coral? If I hover over it, I can replenish my oxygen. Wonderful. Much better. There's more boomerang. Let's get some bladder. There's a bladder fish there. Just missed it. This is a pretty productive night. Get this peeper. Got it.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
All right. Let's head back. Look at that. Wonderful. Let's put all of these in storage except for the bladder. Actually, I think I want to let's put the bladder back here. I don't want to use up. Let's make some water. Put this up. We are all full. Wonderful. Let's come here. Let's use that titanium. And we're going to make extra storage. Sun's coming up. Let's open that and let's put these extra bladder fish in storage. And then sometimes you have to get it just right. Food. Enter. All right. Wonderful. The sun is up. I want to stay. I want to make circles. I want to start close to my ship. There. Limestone.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Let's get this.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. I'm looking for wreckage. Looking for more deposits. Let's get oxygen. We're gonna go into a cave. Now a cave, you have to be a little careful. There is a creature. Let's get some air. Let's find a different cave. All right. See that right there? It's gonna come after us, and it detonates its body. There. As long as you're trying to get away from it, that's where it came out of.
Detecting
And
sulfur deposits in the local cave systems.
cave sulfur.
Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Oh, we're close. Oh. I almost blew it. Let's head back. Now that we know, now there may be more of those creatures, but let's see if there's anything. Limestone, sandstone. That's going to be a good cave. There's some metal. Things don't have weight necessarily, but they do take up space. So that metal salvage takes up more space than the other items. I'm not getting the salvage that I really need. Let's get air. Let's. Alright, let's head towards the ship. I'm looking for a forest of creepvine. But on my way, I'm looking for anything we can salvage. There, I see the forest starting to show up.
Oxygen.
All right, at the forest, there is a predator that we want to be wary of, but I do need. don't see any. Let's get a little bit closer. Yeah, see that right there? It glows. Let's get some air. I was hoping it would be more on the outskirts.
Oxygen.
I don't see anything swimming. So I'm going to go for it.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Remember, this is going to give us oxygen. Good. All right. There is the beacon, so we can start swimming back towards... Whoa. Did you see that? Right. Where did it go?
Oxygen.
We're getting thirsty. We're getting hungry again. I want to stay away from that and that because they're going to let out a gas that's damaging.
Oxygen.
We've got metal, we've got creepvine, we've got copper, titanium, cave sulfur, acid mushroom. Let's make more titanium. Let's make silicon rubber. Lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Now, electronics. Remember, we need a battery. We may need two of them if I'm not mistaken.
New blueprint acquired.
Wonderful. Let's come down to personal and equipment. O2 tank. Fins.
Blueprint acquired. The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials.
Now,
For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
equipped. I now have an O2 tank. I'm going to get more oxygen capacity, and I'm going to be able to swim quicker. All right. Now, let's go to tools. Look at that. Knife, repair tool, scanner. The only thing is, will I have enough titanium? So, let's do the repair tool. Let's do the scanner.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from
And let's do the
salvage
knife.
technology and to record alien biological data. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Let's take our repair tool. Let's get this working.
LifePod secondary
Nice.
systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
All right, now let's fix our radio. Play message.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Great. Okay. Now. So there's the distress signal. So anything that the PDA has said to us, the radio is right there. So you can always refer back. Databank, once the ship got online, it did an environmental scan. There's information on our blueprints. Survival package. Let's go to blueprints. So we've unlocked the power cell. Anything else? We've unlocked the high capacity O2 tank. That's it. But wonderful. Let's grab this because I want it to always make. Let's put one of those up. Well, we can't. Let's go back to. I know I labeled this food, but for right now, let's put that, and let's put that there. We could have grabbed more. Let's make. How about some cooked peeper? Let's cook some boomerang. We're gonna need plenty of water actually. All right. Let's cook a peeper. Let's cook boomerang. Let's eat. So we went a little over in food, but that's fine. Let's drink and drink and drink. Wonderful. We've got plenty of water left. We've got food left. We've got food in a locker below us. We've got our scanner. And if you're the kind of person you want to explore, you just want to take your time, you can explore things and add it to the database. I'm going to do a self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
I got increased oxygen capacity. I do want to go back in some of these caves. Now that we've got better oxygen capacity, oops. We'll be back. That thing might be trying to chase us. Were we able to make a flashlight? That's the one thing we did not make. We must not have been able to make it because it didn't show up. Yeah, we need glass. So let's take care of that. Let's get some air. We're losing daylight. How much air do I have? Should we? Let's get another breath of. I want to find some quartz. Yeah, it's I can't see. Let's see if we can make. I don't think we can make the flashlight. Because I think it would have shown up. Can't make the flashlight. So. Is there anything we can make? Copper wire. Pipe. Air pump. Scanner. So I think what I'm going to do. Let's wait for morning. I need sunlight. We need to do more exploring, so. Look at that. That's one of the moons. There's another moon. There it is. But I'm going to wait for the sun to come up because I want to get back into those caves. We got to find more metal salvage. But this was a good first couple of days. I got almost everything that I need. I need a flashlight, and then we can start working on getting even more mobility. But otherwise, we'll see you in the morning.